try to take some naps here and there, you know.
What is up, guys? Back with State of Crypto 4. We've done four of these guys. I'm pretty sure. If not, this is going to be the fourth, and I'll go figure it out later. But as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it, guys.
All right.
Did you start the stream?
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
What is going on, guys? What's up, Crypto Warriors? What is up, Blackrue crew? I got Dion from MYC Network here with me. I have Crypto Ronin here with me. We've done this before again, like I said, 4 times here. Ronin, I don't know if you can see him, but his voice is here. If you can say something for us, Ronin.
Greetings, everyone. How are you? It's fabulous to be here. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Let us know, man.
Yeah, please let me know that you can hear Ronin chat. And our fellow Dion here. What is up, Dion?
What's going on, man? Good to talk to you guys again.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you're in good health and everything. Well, let's just get right into everything. What do you think about this rate cut with Powell? We'll start with Dion, hit Ronin, and then I'll finish up, clean up.
Well, you know, they were supposed to rate pause again because we didn't hit the CPI target. We were about 2.5%. So this is the first time in history that we're going to be seeing a rate cutting cycle at the all-time high of a variety of different assets like gold or crypto assets, Bitcoin. So you know, I do think this is going to be that super debt bubble that we're about to watch. You know, so as the dollar as the dollar dwindles over the next year and a half, I want to say. We'll see a lot of assets going up in price. So the bull cycle everybody's been waiting for, this is the signal that we're officially on. And that's not to say that we might not get some fractures along the way over the year, but at the end of the day, I do think that we're going to see over the course of year and a half growth in increments until we get till 2026. You know, I really do feel like a lot of people were anticipating maybe sometime 2025, but you know, based on how fast we could cut rates and how fast the dollar could crash, you know, I do think that this cycle and the inflation is going to last a lot longer than people think. So I'm estimating timeframes in 2026 from here.
Interesting. Before I weigh in, go ahead, Ronin.
No, I mean Dion's on it. The macroeconomics, that's where we are, and it's amazing. I always tell people, know where you are in the cycle. There's a lot of cycles, you know, but in cycles within cycles, in the grand scheme of things. But here we are in an obvious, from the crypto side, as far as numbers go up, that's where we are now. And so, yeah, Dion's on it. These macroeconomics are a thing to pay attention to. But I'm just personally preparing for this. Been preparing for this bull run.
Well, here, let me hit you guys with something. I'm going to share something. Share my screen here. Now, I heard some interesting comments from Arthur Hayes where he was saying, like, okay, maybe this is just a trap. You know, like this is going to, you know, it's going to send us up a little bit and then, you know, make us fall. But here's something that I always tell my guys about. This is some news from back in December 17th, 2022. Central banks to set standards on banks' crypto exposure from the BIS. Now, they wrote this in a weird way. I'm going to read it the way they wrote it, and then I'm going to translate it to you. The new standard limits crypto reserves among banks to 2% by 2025 and goes into effect on January 1st, 2025.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so what that actually says is that central banks can have crypto reserves up to 2%. And that goes into effect for the first time January 1st, 2025. Now, that, my friends, is super, super, super bullish to me. And if we go down here and read some of what's in the article, it says, including tokenized traditional assets, stablecoins, and unbacked cryptocurrencies, as well as feedback from stakeholders collected in a consultation launched in June. Like we've had some big things come up, like clarity as far as things go with XRP. I think Grayscale said they were going to launch a XRP trust. Like everything is lining up to be really, really bullish to me. But one thing that always happens, it ends up being like towards the end of the year, people are always rebalancing their portfolio. So there always seems to be a drop towards the end of the year. But with this bullish news, I think it might be a little different. What do you guys think?
Well, there's some tax harvesting that Mini may do. I hear an echo, bro.
You hear an echo? You shouldn't anymore. I didn't originally have in my what is this, Yeti or Blue Yeti or whatever, but you shouldn't hear an echo.
All right, yeah. Well.
So let me know in the crowd, guys, or if you guys are hearing an echo.
Right. So yeah, I'm hearing. Are you guys hearing?
Yeah, probably booming. And
okay, you're hearing an echo. So here, let me do this. How about still hearing an echo?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, you fixed it, I think.
No, it's fine
okay.
Now. Nice. You got 3 professional live streamers here, and also relatively technical. We're trying to figure it out. But you say it goes down. Black Swan events and tax harvesting, man. I think it typically shouldn't go down towards the end of the year unless it's like the yachts are fueled up for the Christmas vacation. Go ahead, Dion.
I think the article is really bullish, and it reminds me of the Basel Act, which is kind of like the same procedure and reserves that banks are required for collateral when issuing debt. So I do think debt is going to become harder to obtain. I think interest rates are still going to remain relatively high, but they have been saying this whole Basel III is supposed to be activated between 2020 and 2028. There was a report that I got from the BIS in 2019, 2020, that they were saying that the central banks needed to collect more gold all the way up until 2028 for full price discovery, and then they were going to be required to use that as collateral for lending. So for them to be adding crypto assets, and I'm sure that is Bitcoin still a tier 1 asset in this point. So for them to be adding crypto as a reserve requirement, that's going to be very bullish in the long run. But the whole thing that I got out of that report more than anything was the fact that they gave a time frame in which the central banks needed to collect gold. So they said up until 2028. And, to me, that's bullish for gold, but I think it's, a signal for high inflationary times or elongated inflationary times. Because what happens when the governments issue too much debt, the only way to pay off the debt deficit is by currency manipulation. But when that's even a problem, then it comes down to the taxation of capital gains, which is why maybe they're even talking about taxing unrealized capital gains. But on the back end of that, it's increasing taxation in some sort of way. And as we all know, inflation is taxation. So, they are going to be taxing us even heavier as we go forward, and they're going to be putting capital controls on what we could spend our money on at some point, I can imagine. So again, I do think that this bull cycle is going to last a lot longer than people anticipate. Now, we might have certain reasons for fractures along the way, but I think that a lot of people have underestimated how long the inflationary process is going to be, in which we're going to be paying off this debt deficit. Because in retrospect, they might be saying, well, inflation is going high because of government spending and because of all these different reasons. And they're proposing different solutions as to how to lower inflation. But the problem is the debt deficit is so high that the only answer is hyperinflation. The only answer is paying against the people. So, in this particular case, I think that this highly inflationary environment is going to last longer than people think. But at the same time, for people that are leveraging in assets like the way we are, whether it be in precious metals, stocks, or crypto assets, we're going to reap that benefit and reward. But, on the back end, I'm sure taxation is going to be rising over the next year and a half. They're putting in a lot of different implementations to tax us more, and that's all they seem to be talking about now.
So may I just want to thank that's beautiful, Dion, and I appreciate you educating the people on kind of how this usury, it's basically usury, and how this Keynesian economic system works. If anyone really wants to learn a little deeper on some of that, you can go do some reading on like any Keynesian versus Austrian economics, Murray Rothbard, that type of stuff. If you want to kind of learn how we got here and what this current expanding and contracting bubble creating system that we're in right now. So for me personally, just know that anything that I say, I've already determined that I'm not going to I'm going to avoid as much extortion as possible. And I am already been planning and building my ARC that doesn't include fiat currency. That's on assets like precious metals and crypto, and mainly I don't believe in surveillance coins either, because I'm a bit of a futurist when it comes to a lot of this. I'm big in the blockchain, but I also see the traps, and I am an expert in avoiding those traps. So just know when I'm my perspective, just know that my perspective and my information is I'm already considering this is a dead system.
Yeah, what sucks about the whole thing is like, we, even though as investors, right, our hedge against taxation while growing our wealth is to hold assets long term, right? Because you don't pay taxes on capital gains when you don't sell, right? When you hold long, right? That's what's so scary about these times, because we know highly inflationary times are happening right now, right? So we're going to hold our assets and let our assets grow, right? Well, the government knows that, and the government probably knows that investors that are going to reap high inflationary rewards from a depreciating currency as their assets go through the roof, they're thinking, well, how are we going to get that money that they're earning by leveraging what we're doing to the system to tax the people, right? So that's why the government right now continuously talks about either raising taxes in some sort of way or finding a way to tax unrealized capital gains. So, to me, all of it's it's all a bull signal, right? But the extortion part for sure is
so there's money go up, and forgive me, I'm not trying to be rude, I just want to chime in. There's money go up, price go up, but there's also, in my opinion, freedom go up. So that's where we can it is the in USD the value of your asset go up. Yes, I'm all about that too, but there's also freedom go up. So that's in my opinion valuable as well. So I want to ask you, Dion, because someone asked me earlier and I didn't have the best answer. You know, the game in this unrealized potential, the chat, whether it goes through or not, the chatter's out there, and that's what they do. They put it out there in the cosmos, that unrealized taxes. So the traditional game has been like the Warren Buffetts and them have been never to sell an asset ever, but to borrow against it and put that into other, and just keep borrowing against and buy another asset and borrow against that and buy another asset, you know, and you basically write yourself a dollar salary. And for a lot of us, not in that level, you know, we do that game as well, maybe not as at the highest level. But someone asked me about the life insurance part and some of this other, just whether it's the trusts, etc. How will that affect that game of never selling but borrowing again, whether it's your 401k? You know, a lot of people borrow their 401k or whatever, but how do you think that may affect? Because in my opinion, if they're talking about it, that just means they're trying to push the goalposts and bring that into the psyche of the masses. So what about that game? How may that affect that?
You know, I'm always scared of that. You know, it's like a lot of crypto platforms right now. They do offer that collateralized loan, and you know, we are in a very volatile market, right? So it's always scary, and I do think that's the way it should be. I mean, you want to be able to, you know, use your assets to get collateralized loans, and at least you don't have to pay taxes on that, right? And, you know, that's always good and fun until the market crashes, you know, and it works until it doesn't. And, you know, I think it is a good idea to leverage your assets to get, you know, some liquidity. But, you know, I'm always like scary with that stuff, you know, and this is a trader's thing. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm a particular type of person, but there's a lot of people that do that as well. And that's the smarter way to go about things. But sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's kind of what scares me the most is going negative because of a bad loan. You know what I mean? I really get scared with that stuff. Last cycle, a lot of people were using Flare and I think Songbird and a lot of these other coins. I don't like these coins, but a lot of these collateralized loans to lean against their assets. And, you know, it sounded like a really good idea, right? And then we got into 2022 and, you know, it didn't work out. You know, people got liquidated far more than what their loans were worth because their value in principal went down and they borrowed more money than the principal. And, you know, there were a lot of things that happened, you know, so I do think when you do that, to try to be careful as much as you can, or don't try to bite as much as you could chew, or have a strategy on how you're going to get that money back in if you're taking money back out, right? So to me, it's a good idea, but it's always scary. Right now, if you do it right now, yeah, it's a good idea. I think if you got money right now, not a bad idea. But I don't know. I'd be scared to do that in like Q4 of 2025 or like the second or first quarter of 2026. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So be strategic. You know what I mean?
I was kind of referring to the kind of the classic things like that has been going on for decades. You know, your
real estate or something.
Real estate, your trust fund, your life insurance. There's that whole like little life insurance thing. What else? You know. Any of those like hard assets, not necessarily in the crypto's a little more volatile, you know what I mean? But a lot of people have been borrowing. They borrow and then invest in something else and continue that to where they basically make zero gains, but they could have millions in assets. And crypto is a little different in that conversation that I was bringing up.
I get you.
Yeah.
It's real estate and the assets you were discussing. Yeah. Those don't have that much volatility. And even if we were to get some sort of volatility, it's not a lot. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. I was too busy thinking about crypto, and I was like getting traumatized. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't know, man, because crypto could be so volatile. And shout out to people that got the balls to do it for these collateralized crypto loans. For me, I'm too scared.
I'll weigh in here, and guys, as far as I know, none of us are licensed. We're not financial advisors. Okay, so I just want to get that out of the way there, and just let me know too. I worked on a mic situation that's better for me. I hope we don't still have that echo. Just let me know, crowd, to make sure that we don't have that echo. But for me personally, when I was looking at the whole life insurance thing, unless you're like a person that's looking for extra tax havens, it doesn't work for you. um, that's my personal opinion with my portfolio. Unless you're looking for a tax haven, it didn't seem to be beneficial for me because you're just giving them premium, and unless the tax haven didn't work out to be better than anything else. You know what I mean? Like, so, consult your own financial advisor on that. But, and then looking at people's 401k, I know for me personally, my company does matching. So like I'm automatically getting matching with my company. So I have to invest in that because I'm already getting matched. You know what I mean? So I'm already getting 50% on top of my investment. So,
That's good.
Yeah, so that you can't beat that. So for someone who's doing that, who's getting matching from their company, I think it's the way to go. But in looking at that, right? We definitely see why Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street, some of the companies that run these 401k programs, are the wealthiest companies in the world because everybody is putting away in their 401k, right? And hope because they know that Social Security may not be around or may not be enough, right? So, there's that.
And I wasn't trying to taxes are gay, and I wasn't trying to, and they're also boring. So I wasn't trying to make this
yeah, absolutely. I try to stay away from the topic too, because you don't know who the audience is. It could be international, and I did get a question earlier today about what could happen in the markets if Japan or any other foreign governments intervene in the FX market, and I think that it'd be bullish. So it's a good question. And I don't think it's so much Japan. I mean, Japan will be the biggest sword wielder when it comes to U.S. dollar debt, and when it comes to like U.S. treasuries or bonds. They have more power than every other country out there right now, and they have the most to gain because their exchange rate is still sitting pretty high. I think it's like 140 or above now. So it is in their benefit to liquidate dollars in exchange for their currency to improve their peg as the dollar dwindles in value. And I do think a lot of foreign governments are going to be doing this, given that the Fed has already signaled that we're going to go through a rate cutting process. So if you're a dollar holder and you're holding U.S. bonds, U.S. treasuries, you're watching in front of your eyes that your yield and your principal are going to go down. So you're better to liquidate your funds now for max value, where the dollar sits today, versus waiting another 3 or 4 months when the dollar sinks under 100 cents. Right now, the dollar is sitting at, I was just looking at it. Let's take a look. Where are we at with the dollar? If you guys find it faster than me, I'm just pulling up the dollar index.
And while you're pulling that up, I also would love it if you guys can comment. That makes me think of World War III. Like, if that comes around the corner, what do we think that effect would be on crypto market?
I mean, the dollar going down is always going to be bullish for all assets, right? So the dollar is at 100.66. If we have a currency war with other governments, which we are in one, and they're liquidating bonds and all that stuff, we're going to create a bond market crisis from the liquidation of bonds and U.S. treasuries. The dollar will further crash. So not only are we going to get the inflationary crash from the Fed cuts, but we also have foreign government intervening in the FX markets on top of possible war. So who's going to be the loser in the war? It's going to be the U.S. because we got the most to lose because we've lent out so much debt. See, that's what's making us weak as a nation, because we've lent out so much debt to all these countries. They have high leverage because they're holding all our currency. The currency isn't in the States. That's why we're experiencing a recession. That's why we're experiencing, a economy crash right now. So that's why people are going poor here in the country, while other governments and other countries are holding all these dollars. So when they see with the rate cuts happening, these guys, we're not going to get our money back for the yield and the principal. We're holding these. We paid all this money. They're going to dump it back on the market, save their own currencies, watch the dollar go down in value, and they get to reap the reward of import exports and all that other stuff. So yeah, it goes a little bit wider spread, but at the end of the day, the dollar goes down because of all this stuff, which means your asset prices go up.
Interesting. Then could we also say that BRICS nations cryptos or anything having to do with BRICS would probably go up as well?
I think it's going to be all assets across the board. I don't think it's necessarily going to be like a specific group. I mean, of course, BRICS could go up in value. But again, all value is predicated off of the reserve currency. So because the US dollar is the baseline in which all assets are measured, whatever happens to the baseline is what ultimately determines how much more money all other assets are worth. So technically, it might be counterproductive. There might be multiple reserve currencies. So, this is a little bit beyond me because I don't know what we would do in this case. Because put it this way, let's say, you're in the Western hemisphere and you value dollars more than the yuan, right? So if you're in the West and we have the reserve currency for the US dollar and the reserve currency for the East is the yuan, let's say, for instance, and the yuan is stronger than the dollar, let's say, well, I'd rather sell my assets in dollars because I get more dollars and I could buy more stuff, potentially, versus me going to the East and I say, well, I want to go get yuan. And let's say the yuan is more valuable than the dollar. So that means I'll get less yuan for more assets. So, it's a more of a value proposition, and it's more of a market thing where it's like, well, where am I going to get more value? Am I going to get more value with the BRICS currencies, or am I going to get more value with the US dollar? So, as much as everybody likes to say, okay, well, this currency over here might be a new reserve, and this new reserve is going to be stronger. Well, a stronger currency means you get less money for your assets. So, as investors, we tend to go towards the more inflationary currency to get more value out of whatever that currency is. For instance, an American going to Japan right now, you could live very well on $2,000 a month or $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? So it all comes down to the region and the world you travel to and that currency exchange rate as to where you're better off liquidating assets, So, and it's really a value proposition. It depends on where you'd rather be, or how tethered you are to what country you're in too. But let's talk about some picks, man. I don't want to get too into it. Let's talk about some picks. What are you guys into these days?
I know Ronin had some specifically he wanted to drop on us, so go right ahead, Ronin.
Yeah, again, another quick disclaimer. I am, if anyone has ever seen my content, one, it's very esoteric, very high-minded, and it's also very how to navigate the digital space, both blockchain and just the internet in general, in a very anonymous, private, and secure way. I've taught that, and I've since removed my Telegram, and I basically don't do a lot on my YouTube anymore. So just know that 1 foot in the matrix, 1 foot out of the matrix. Everything Dion spoke about just now is, it's valid. You want to have that, straw man aspect in the matrix, but just know that the cryptos, the original, the people that involved in crypto originally were anti-banks, anti-establishment, anti-borders, anti-censorship, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, and Bitcoin is a surveillance coin. It can be tainted. And if 10 years ago you did business with someone that is unapproved, your Bitcoin can be tainted. So just know that that is a thing. So with that said, I'm going to just mention a couple privacy coins, and I won't beat everyone over the head. I'm not going to preach to people, but Pirate Chain is the most secure encrypted crypto out there. I believe the decoys nowadays are about 12 million decoys for every transaction, compared to Monero, which maybe has a few hundred. So if you think about that, so it has zero proof. It's built on ZK snarks, and it's totally censorship proof. So if I send Dion some money, he and I do business together. You can't tell who it came from or where it went, and you won't know how much happened. You'll just know a transaction happened at this time. That's all.
Very nice.
So I don't know about anyone else, but I don't walk around with my savings and my checking account balance on my forehead for everyone, the whole world to see. So to me, transparency doesn't make any sense, especially when we're doing peer-to-peer business, whether it's business, etc. So, blah. There's Pirate Chain has 23 million max supply. It's proof of work, and right now it's 17 cents. Last time it went from about 10 cents to $16. I made a ridiculous amount of money in the previous cycle. Many people don't value privacy right now, but there are some of the numbers right there, and it's truly decentralized. So look up Pirate Chain R, and it's funny with the memo. You can actually send. I can send you guys messages with the transaction in 120 something characters, like Twitter, and you can also look at it as the most secure text message thing ever. Anyway, so look up R. That's just the quick spiel on that. And also, that's freedom go up, but also if you're thinking about numbers go up.
Could I ask a question on that? So for tokens that you could send a message through the chain, can somebody look at the transaction and see the message?
No.
Okay. I was just wondering. It was just a question I've always had. I've never used chain messaging before. But
not with privacy chains, with
like, I know they do it on Etherscan, and
like ETH.
But I don't know if you could open up a chain and look at the message,
Oh yeah, you can see the memo on ETH and all the other ones, XRP, whatever. You can see that memo, and that's actually, there's a benefit when you send it to an exchange, because that memo is kind of like your account thing. But you can send memos to each other and just call each other names if you want, or but it is surveillance. But it is open to the public on the blockchain scans Explorer. Okay. But on the privacy chains like Pirate Chain, no, it's completely, yeah. But yes, you can look at it.
The ticker's cool. R.
R, dude. It's Pirate Chain, and they're OGs, and a lot of them are original cyberpunks that were involved in Bitcoin and ETH in the old days and got a little disillusioned when it got hijacked. And and then the history class on Monero, it was a one person gets what was his name, like Fuzzy Pony or something. He got jammed up by the authorities, and he's a single point of failure. And so, unfortunately, if it's not open source, any devs out there know that if it's not open source code and has all the proper change control, anyway, I don't want to go too deep. But as far as strictly numbers go up,
what are the tokenomics on this?
23 mil total supply. It's at 17 cents. The last time I bought it, last bull run I bought it around this time, about 10-20 cents, and it went to $16.
Nice.
I sold about $8 just because I didn't know, but I'm still happy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this cycle, if you pull a fib, it's literally in the hundreds of dollars. But it's a good supply and it's a good project, and it's again so you guys do your own due diligence, but as far as the tokenomics, it's really good. 23 mil. It's at 17 cents. So block.
What's current market cap?
Current market, I don't have it up, but if I had to guess, it's about 40 million.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going on straight memory. Dude, I think it's 38
I'll
mil.
pull it up.
I'm
I'll
going
pull
on
it up while
straight
you're
memory,
talking.
dude.
I figure, just that way I can have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it up while you're talking. You can keep going, Ronin.
Okay. And yeah, Dean, I'm speaking fast for the people. I'm spitting info out there, and for some reason, people don't seem to care about anything private in any regards nowadays. And we know privacy, censorship, etc., on all aspects. And by the way, I love, in that regard, massive respect to you, Dion. You made an app, and I tell everyone, bro, I know someone. He made an app. It's secure. Has all these attributes. Like
For privacy, yeah.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. So instead,
yeah, you can't screenshot. You can't extract data. Like how like you can't click on pictures and download them or anything like that. And granted, there's always going to be people. I mean, Corey, you could take another device and whatever, but it's all in that pizzazz of saying, well, if you really want data, you have to do stuff that's a little bit extra. So it's a little bit more secure than like Telegram or Signal, stuff like that. And it makes it harder for people to mess around. You know what I mean? Because most of the time people, they slander or try to say stupid things by like falsely narrating screenshots or, whatever.
Bro,
So
nowadays,
playground.
Nowadays, everyone's an outlaw. If you question any narrative, you're a criminal in some cases. So just speaking like a regular person, you could get jammed up. You know what I mean? If you're on some of these like Twitter and all those other ones, whatever they're called nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that.
Just to chime in with the market cap here. Market cap of ARG is 34.6 million. Total supply 200 million coins.
Oh, 200 million. Forgive me, I was a little off there, guys.
Wait. I'm sorry. 200. I think I said that wrong. I think I said that wrong. Let me go back. 200. Yeah,
no,
200
million. It'd probably be at like 38 cents or something like that. How much does it say right there?
200 million. I am 200 million total supply. Here, I'll bring it up to the big screen here.
Real good supply. So I again, trust but verify. Always trust, verify. I am going off memory, guys, so please forgive me.
Can you guys see it?
What's circulation?
196 mil.
Okay. Nice. So what about you, Blackrue? What have you been looking at?
I've been looking pretty heavy into XLR. Okay. XLR, if you guys can see what I'm sharing here, these guys have a deal with Microsoft, a deal with MasterCard, a deal with Onyx by JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank. Okay. As you can see, they're connected with Real World Asset, where they're partnered with Circle, Ondo Finance, which is, holding on to BlackRock assets. Some of the guys that are into this, who funded this, if we can bring that up real quick, are connected to some people that I've been talking about on my channel pretty heavy, like the billionaire Tim Draper. If you guys check out my channel, I go into depth on him. Dude's like running this crypto game. He's an initial investor in Coinbase. Huh?
I got a Draper pick for you when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, he's an initial investor in Coinbase and Gemini and Robinhood and Revolut. If you guys are in Britain and you know about that one, dude's just a sick investor, and his family's been investing for like 3 generations of his family been investing. But yeah, check out my channel for more on that. But here are the funds and backers of XLR. Polychain Capital, Coinbase Ventures, and remember I said Draper owns a piece of Coinbase, so that's him too. Dragonfly Capital, Galaxy, Binance Labs raised the tune of 63.8 million. these guys are also going to be a bridge to XRP, which if I can play a video for you guys right quick, let me find it. So yeah, I've been pretty heavy on XLR, and
What's
you
the
can
tokenomics
also
on that one?
what's the what? I'm sorry.
What's the tokenomics on that one?
Okay, yeah, let's take a look. The ticker symbol, guys, is AXL. Total supply around 1.168 billion. Circulating supply 787.5 million. You can stake it on the Kepler app for 7%. It's at 53 cents now. The highest it was at this year was around $3. Well, 250. So yeah, and we're gonna go look here at how it's gonna be a side chain. So basically EVMOS, if you guys are familiar with that on the Cosmos chain, is going to be a side chain for XRP, and they're going to do that through bridging XRP over to EVMOS using XLR. Okay. Here we have the man David Schwartz to tell us himself, and I'm going to play this. Hopefully, I've enabled audio. I think I did. Let's see. Can you guys hear that?
No, I don't hear it.
Can't hear it? Okay, let me stop sharing and share again. This is going to be important to hear this.
By the way, Dion, I'm being on my best behavior this evening because you guys are upstanding.
Appreciate it. Let's see, share. Okay, now we should be able to hear it. I'm gonna go back here and play it again. Let me know right away if you guys can hear it.
Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking, which is like the XRP ledger.
Yeah? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking, which is like the XRP ledger is why we're here. It's what's important. And that's true. But I just want to point out, in the early days, we celebrated every exchange listing. That is not an XRP ledger thing, right? People who hold tokens on exchanges, they're not using the ledger, but they're using XRP. And I'm hoping that we can see the XRP LEVM sidechain. Oh, announcement. It has a name. I wanted to call it Niobium. I lost. It is called the XRP LEVM sidechain. I know that's what everybody was calling it anyway, but that is actually its name. That is a bona fide announcement. I'm not lying. It is actually going to be called the XRP LEVM sidechain. I want you to think of that as a true part of the XRP ecosystem. XRP will be its native token, and it will be able to address that long tail of use cases. And if we have asset portability, I think we should think, I hope we can think of it as part of the XRP ecosystem, and the XRP is not just the XRP ledger. Maybe that's too much to ask. So Axelar is going to provide the bridge for the native token. Anybody who wants to can provide other bridges for other tokens, but you do have to have one bridge for the native token, the gas token. That's going to be provided by Axelar. It's going to use a proof of authority consensus. It'll have a block explorer, and you'll be able to use traditional EVM wallets. It will be a traditional EVM chain. One of the advantages of being able to launch projects on the EVM sidechain is the development cycle is much faster. So it took, 2 years to bring AMMs onto the XRP ledger? Let's say somebody said, hey, I want to do securities derivatives with leverage trading and some other weird thing on it, over collateralization, blah, blah, blah. You could maybe launch that on the XRP ledger in a year. You could launch that on an EVM sidechain in probably 2 months, and it's much easier to find developers. So we have to be realistic. For that long tail of projects, if we don't have a place inside our ecosystem for those projects to go, they're going to go elsewhere. And so we should be inclusive.
So, yeah, so that's really bullish moves for XLR for me. And again, like I showed you guys earlier, deals here
I
with
like
Microsoft.
how it's
Go ahead.
slowly that they need a whole nother chain because XRP is not going to be able to do it.
Say it again.
Oh, we can go.
Yeah, it goes back. Oh shoot. Okay, let me see here. 1 second. Let me just change some settings.
Yeah, it was that screen you share.
Oh, the screen share did it.
Yeah, Schwartz, man. Schwartz.
Okay, how about now?
Yo.
Still echoing.
Let me.
Test.
Back.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Bam. Oh, it seems okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. So you were saying, Dion?
I like how XRP or Ripple, just kind of slowly admitting that they're not going to be able to complete smart contracts without just running a different chain. I don't know if you guys caught the conference with David Schwartz on Twitter, and they're really hinting at there might be a new chain coming. They really are, and unfortunately, no matter what XRPL does, their 1.0 chain cannot do any of that shit that they're talking about. They can't do smart contracts. They're continuously. I mean, this has been an ongoing issue for I don't know how long, but it's coming to the fact that they're going to need a new blockchain. That's what I think is going to end up happening. And I don't think a lot of people see this coming. But David Schwartz,
you love migrations, right? You love migrations, right, Dion?
No, I do not. I hate migrations, and I could always tell when something's happening. So it's like, okay, well, I just think that XRP is going to end up needing a new blockchain, or they're going to end up partnering with somebody else to do it for them. But again, it's not going to be XRP. It's just not. It's like the CASP people. The CASPA people are swimming in Kool-Aid too. They sit there and they're saying, "Oh well, this is the next Bitcoin. This is gonna be great. We're gonna have smart contracts eventually, sir. It's a 1.0 chain. You're gonna need a new chain. That's why there's a new node to read new code, which means it's going to be a new contract. It's going to be a whole nother chain. So, I just don't think that they're going to be able to accomplish what they're saying. And if they could, they would have did that 2 years ago when they were talking about it last time. But it's coming to fruition that they're going to say, and what David Schwartz was saying yesterday, or no, it was 2 days ago on the Twitter Spaces. You should check it out. He's like, well, we want to hear everybody's opinion. We're decentralized. We want to hear what you guys think, because it's looking more and more like we need to do something with somebody else, or we maybe need a new chain, and we want to get the input from every. And I'm just like, they're fishing for the audience to say, well, what if we do this, But I know where they're going with this, and they can't do it. And which is stupid anyway, that everyone is chasing 2.0 because there's 3.0 is coming, so I do feel like, eventually we're going to be, the whole 1.0, 2.0 endeavor is going to go away. We're going to start looking at 3.0 blockchain programmability. But yeah, what other coins do you guys have to share?
Wait, before you share those coins, I got one thing for you, Dion, on that. Because with this XLR thing, what he basically said there was that XLR would open up to EVMOS, and EVMOS would allow developers to develop quicker. They could develop quicker on EVMOS. Like it would take them like years on XRP, would take them like 2 months on EVMOS. Now,
it would take a new chain. So what they do is they say, well, we're going to make a bridge. So we're going to bridge XRP/XLR, right? Or whatever it's called. And then people are going to go to this other network, this other chain that has smart contracts. You see what's happening?
I see what you're saying.
So the Kool-Aid is going to run out soon. And I don't know what's going to happen with XRP. We could see a 2-0 situation. I'm telling you.
Well, here's my question for that. Now Stellar is basically forked XRP, right?
Yeah. Another 1.0 chain.
Now they say with Soroban they're supposed to get smart contracts. Could they adapt that for XRP?
No, you need a new chain. Because when you make a 1.0 chain, it can only do a limited number of programmability. So 2.0 allows a different programmability that allows the smart contract. So the issue, that these companies are having is they're running into that wall where they're going to need to tell their investors they can't do it, and they're going to need a new chain. But again, they're already far behind. A lot of these 1.0s that are chasing 2.0 compatibility or chasing 2.0 programmability, you're already late. ETH already won. ETH already won it. So it's over. So, even Vitalik is like 2.0 has done everything it could do. Yeah, you're right. 2.0 and 1.0 has done everything that they're meant to do programmability wise. Now it's time for 3.0 programmability, where you have revenue split, where you could control an automated system where payroll could be done on enterprise level versus manually peer-to-peer, where it's like, okay, if me and you do an NFT project, there's only one master wallet, and then I got to manually send it to you, and all that stuff. Programmability 3.0 is going to be where everything could be automated to the point where the master wallet maybe will be able to, or maybe when payment gets taken up front, it splits up into X amount of wallets for payroll. So if we have a team of 100 people and I sell one NFT, it gets split 100 ways automated versus me sending it one at a time. You see what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
Programmability we need for real adoption is that 3.0 segment of automated revenue split. So 2.0 can't do it. 1.0 can do it, because 1.0 is just a ledger. If you think about it, 1.0, all it is a network that only records the transaction as a ledger. That's it. Then you got your 2.0. 2.0 is when you can actually alterate the way the token functions, the coin functions. You have different function controls. You have burn and minting and all these other different things you could control. You could turn on or off the buy sell button. There's so many different things you could do to control the market. So, there's the advancement is here, and a lot of these 1.0s are running into that brick wall, and a lot of the 2.0s are trying to be what ETH already has become. So, the sector is going to slowly realize that there's going to be 3.0 chains, and these 3.0 Web3 chains are going to be the new XRPs, the new Kool-Aids, So I think a lot of people just have not figured it out yet. They just haven't.
Interesting.
And just to shit on XRP one more time, okay? When they say that, we got this partnership with these banks, and you're like hoping to God you see the price impact because of that, and they're like, these banks are buying XRP. Well, they're buying it OTC, so there's no price impact on the buy side. They only could do sell pressure. So the reason why they're buying it OTC is because maybe they're getting a discount, or because they want to make sure they get exactly the amount of tokens they want, transfer to transfer, peer to peer, without creating buy pressure to get dumped on. So OTC deals from all these banks that Ripple's been doing, getting paid, they got the cash. They got the cash directly. And then they just sent them the XRP. So these banks only got OTC sell pressure. They only could do sell side pressure. So that's why you never get those price pumps, and it's only retail getting dumped on by corporations. And people haven't figured this out yet. It's crazy, but the Kool-Aid, see, I don't know if it's, there's people that are probably like drenched in Kool-Aid on this, but there's also people that just don't get it. They don't understand what's actually happening, So, but yeah, that's, I don't really hate the company. It's a good project, but it's more profitable for them than it is for anybody else, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll revisit that. Let's get to some gems from Ronin here, some more gems, and then we'll come back to that.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Dion. Everyone just know, when you boil it down, this is a solo mission. You should only be looking out for your own household. F anyone that tries to shame you into never sell. What are you talking about? So I just want, you know what I mean? And be your own. How do you do that? You learn from things like Dion was saying. You learn from anything that I've been able to teach over the years, anything from Ruel, and you're your own guru. You're your own financial advisor. You don't rely on others. But you do have to spend the time to learn. Like Dion just dropped some good things. And if you don't know what he was talking about, you should maybe look them up. That way you don't have to rely on others to make a decision on what is best for you financially. Oh, yes. Anyway, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Okay, SDAO. SDAO. Ruel, would you mind looking that up just so my tokenomics are not off? I believe it's 100 million total supply.
Okay.
So, for those that don't know, there was a big merger between AGIX, Fetch, FET, and Ocean. They merged and made probably a multi-billion-dollar company into a new coin called ASI. Okay. So now, from now on, the launch pad for this new ASI is SDAO. SDAO. It's only, what is it right now? 29 cents. It's got 100 million supply. They just merged in 3 companies into one. The first time that ever happened. Into now it's a $1 billion company. Now the launch pad as well as the vaults are now going to be SDAO. So this is an incredibly undervalued crypto. One of the co-founders is an executive with the now what's called the ASI coin. They're still going through the merger now and the migration, and all of that goes through SDAO. So right now the coin is still called FET. So this is all AI stuff. This is, again, these 3 companies merged. Executives are the co-founder of this. Anything now going to launch on the new, it's called ASI. It stands for artificial superintelligence or something like that. You can't. So this is incredibly undervalued. So I just want to bring awareness to that. You guys do your own homework, see what's already built on this. Check out the fundamental analysis on who the execs are and who the founders are, et cetera, et cetera.
Very interesting. So market cap is 26.5 million. Total supply, max supply is 100 million. Okay. So very, very interesting. And as you can see, you can see this kind of half moon shape as if it wants to go back towards the light, like literally kind of catching it at the down turn here. Very, very, very intriguing. Very intriguing.
And there's constant mergers, or should I say not mergers, acquisitions happening. I believe SDAO just acquired or merged with another crypto called like Cogito or whatever, but that's because they provide vaults. They'll be like dynamic vaults for institutions to custodian their all that bank stuff you guys were talking about, getting a percentage. Those banks are going to look out for custodianship for that crypto holding, right? So these are the type of people that they're going to look out for. And so now, again, do your own research. Everyone connect the dots on your own, but there's major upside here, and I see an easy 50x on this crypto in 2025.
And that one was 30 cents.
It's
Yep,
like
29 cents. Yep.
And
20.
sorry, what was the tokenomics on it? I missed it. I wasn't.
It is.
Sorry.
Okay, let me go back. No problem. It's
100 mil.
100 million circulating supply, 90.5 million.
Nice.
Market cap, 26.5 mil.
Nice.
Massive upside.
Yeah, that's a nice entry too. So it's for the especially the tokenomics on that too.
Yeah, and like I was mentioning, the fundamentals with this supplies this new billion-dollar company that just merged. So again, if anyone who knew about Ocean, Fetch AI, or AGIX, they all just merged into a company.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all that stuff with what was it, Fetch and Ocean, right? When they did a merger. How are they going to do this without creating a new token? You know?
They did create a new token. It's called ASI. And I'm not saying it's not listed yet.
Oh, okay.
But that migration is also going through SDAO. This coin. I'm not saying buy their new coin. I'm not saying anything. I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I'm saying like SDAO is a major player in that whole migration and will be the launch pad for that new coin that they make.
So is this a chain itself?
No, this SDAO is not a chain. It lives on it originally lives on AGIX, but is now going to live on this new crypto merger chain thing.
It runs on ETH right now, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could buy it on ETH.
Oh, okay.
You can also buy it on PancakeSwap.
Oh, okay. So it has a few bridges. Okay. Cool. Can you guys review MYC?
Yeah, but by the way, I'm done with SDAO. I'm just bringing awareness, and you guys do your own due diligence. I see a good 50x here, easy. Anyway, that's it for that. And I got one more coin, and it'll be a fast one, and I think Ruel will like it.
Yeah, let's look it up. Let's look up that one first.
Okay, this is a quick one.
Okay.
D-Mail. This is a Tim Draper. I know Ruel is in love with Tim Draper's portfolio.
Yeah.
This is a Tim Draper baby right here. This is his baby. Okay, what's the total? 100 million, right? Total supply.
Total supply,
those
200 million.
200 million. I can't see. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me see if
those who don't know that Tim Draper was involved in the technology email. You guys ever heard of email? Emailing each other. So now he is developed and funding D-Mail. And you guys can
Hotmail.
Yeah, Hotmail. So now he has D-Mail, decentralized email. You guys can literally go right now for free on any chain, whether it's Binance, ETH. You can set up an email. You can connect your MetaMask or whatever it is and set up an email. And you can send, it's an email. It works just like Gmail, works like Yahoo, whatever, right?
Cool.
You can also send each other crypto based on that email address. And you can make your own name like ruelblack@dmail.com. And that's your email. And people can also send you crypto on that.
I think that's my favorite pick out of the ones that you mentioned. I like the entry. The market cap is nice entry. Tokenomics is good. 4x per dollar is nice. I like that.
Dude, this sucker has so much upside. And then the use case. The use case also.
Does it
max supply
coins to send emails or?
No, it's free to send emails. It costs a couple coins to like give a personalized like email account. Like if you want to make Ruel Black at Ruel at dmail.com. It's going to cost a couple coins.
Cool.
If you want larger storage, it'll cost a couple coins, but it's a la carte and it's decentralized. It's on all these chains. It's basically, it's basically Gmail, Yahoo, whatever, but just decentralized. And this guy knows he created Hotmail or invested in Hotmail. So this is super major upside. And it's got the Tim Draper backing. It's got the tokenomics. It's got everything. So do your due diligence, and that's all I have to. I'm just bringing awareness. I'm not telling anyone what to do. So, bye.
Okay, so I just like to point out to people the market cap, 14.7 million, total supply 200 million, circulating supply 59.7 million. So
Let's
very,
go.
Go ahead.
Okay, I see it. Never mind. Yeah, it looks good. I like that.
And then just to see the funds and backers here, Hashkey Capital, which I believe they back Casper Labs, Draper Dragons, Tim Draper has said, KuCoin Labs,
What site is
and
that?
a bunch of others. This is CryptoRank.io.
Cool.
Really great site. I love this site.
Boom. And think about the branding. It's called at Dmail. We're talking about this is futurist talk. This is where things are going. So this is the basement floor of entry. Imagine all that, what you're in the 90s and you're trying to invest in the internet bubble. This is that now here. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all do what you want to do. You can join whatever cult you want to join, or you could invest in the future here. It's decentralized. Anyway, yo. I'm a holder.
So as far as fundraising, they don't say how much it raised, even though all these people were in it. They say the evaluation was 10 million. They don't say how much it raised. And
guys, go set up a Dmail right now. It's free in your MetaMask. You can go to their web. You just set it up for free. It's free, and you can play with it, and then you can earn. It has a whole program, and if you tweet this or whatever, I don't care about that stuff. But you can literally create your own. Right? It's operational right now. So anyway, that's all I got for that, yo. I have other ones too, but I think I'm done preaching. Most of mine are on. I'm a privacy guy, but yeah.
Well, so my major plays are ArcBlock, ABT, BLZ, Bluezill, DIA, Math Token, and what's the other one? I'm always missing one. LCX.
Aleph.
Yep, and ALF.
LCX.
Yep. So I like all of those, and then of course I have my own token that I use as credentials for my ODAP. People were paying $1,200 USD for yearly subscriptions with it. We have over 1,300 members right now paying $100 USD a month. So it's a self-sustainable software application that we don't need to mine or sell your data to third parties or anything like that. All we need is email and a password, and that's it. And we don't send you any emails besides for the email verification part. But our all-time high was, our first surge, we went to about 12 million in market cap. We settled to about 500K in market cap. Then we went up to about 50 million market cap. And the dust settled at about 2 million to 3 million market cap. And right now we're about 6 or 7 million market cap on the uptrend. So we got that third cycle coming up. So I do feel like we're going to do pretty well as we go forward. Our user base is growing, and a lot of people are happy with the service. If we didn't have good value in our services, then ODAP wouldn't exist on the App Store. So we are listed on Google and Apple stores, and the reason why it's even there is because people pay for that app to be there. Because most apps are free because they're stealing your data and selling it. Well, I don't do that. So how do I make revenue? Well, I have a subscription model. So because it's a subscription model, we have enough users that sustain the application without the need for me to sell tokens in order to survive. If you take a look at some companies that try to do cell phone services or whatever the case, a lot of their apps or a lot of their wallet apps needed to sell your data or needed to sell tokens in order to stay functional or maintain their applications on the App Store. In my case, we're self-sustainable where I don't need to sell tokens to do anything. The application takes care of itself and also has demand for the token by subscriptions. So, that's us in a nutshell. But I did want to.
You guys see MYC on right here on CoinGecko. You can buy it on Uniswap.
Yep, it's still newly listed, so it's still a brand new coin. We're just under a year old, and we're going to be listed on CoinMarketCap, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday. So development's happening, but it still takes a lot of time to get these things off the floor and get to higher heights. But we still have a lot of development to do on the software application itself. But total coin supplies is 100 billion. I went and locked or burned, whatever you want to call it. I burned or locked about 60%. So I locked about 58.5% of the tokens. So there is roughly only 41.5 billion available in the marketplace.
Okay.
And you can check out the website. It's MYC. Or you could put mycult.io. We sold out our NFTs within the first week, but this kind of gives you an overview and gives you all the links and disclaimers. What the token's for, the community, kind of like our background, NFT stuff. And this website's specifically for the token itself. We have like the chart there, Uniswap, you name it, we got it all there ready for you. And then our actual application website is mycnetwork.io. And that's more of a website just to explain what the application does. So that way you can kind of get an idea of what the software is.
I'm loving these NFTs, bro.
Well, we are a truther community, so we always make sure we have that in there. And keep in mind, guys, for you and Ronin, all I need is just the email that you guys sign up to with our account. So that way I know what your email is, and I'll whitelist you guys. That way you can at least try out the app and enjoy it, and share whatever data you'd like to share. So we have a lot of different admins and CEOs from Coinbase on OddApp, a lot of different developers and builders, different traders, all sorts of stuff in there. It's a whales network, and keep in mind, people that are on that app, they pay $100 just to be inside the app. So what's cool about that is we have a different clientele. So although our coverage is still minuscule with a little bit over 1,300 members, we still have a lot of whales. So you guys are always welcome to share data there, and I'll make sure to whitelist you guys. All I need is just the email you sign up with, and then I'll whitelist you so that we at least have access to it to check it out.
Nice,
but
bro.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. And you guys could go to mycnetwork.io. That's the software application website. You can pop it into the search. It's mycnetwork.io. And that kind of gives you like a quick overview of, who we are, the type of people that you're going to see on the website or on the software application, the topics and all that other stuff. So it kind of just gives you like a quick overview of the type of forum it is, because it's an investors forum and we utilize different currencies for subscriptions or what have you, so that way, people could sign up with yearly however they want. But we try to dedicate everything to MYC or depending on what network you're playing with. ETH is the most popular network we have.
Nice. Cool, man.
Dude, I love my friends out there listening, if you came here because of me, just know that I love people that are creators and that actually create things and do things. I
If you
love
click on that app store, go ahead and click on that little Apple icon. Go down. Right there. Click on that. That'll take you to where you could download and all other stuff. Just so you guys know. Boom,
yeah.
right there on Apple.
And it's lots of privacy involved, lots of I love it, man. This is great. And I'm definitely gonna check it out. And I'm actually I want to glean some info because I would like to create my own kind of similar network.
Yeah.
And I would love to collab with you at some point later. Maybe put you on if you can help me as a consultant later to build my own similar thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think all of us need this. You know, a lot of content creators were being censored or banned off of these platforms, and we need our own type of platforms. You know, and eventually that's where everything's going. Where we're all going to need our own stuff.
Yep.
You know, so I'm always willing to help anybody I can. You know, we're a builders network, so you know, a lot of my people teach me things. You know, I know a great deal of stuff too, but you know, I rely on my community a lot too for some of the data I don't got. So, you know, it's a good place to learn.
For sure.
Yeah, what are y'all doing with your lives? Are you trying to change the world and create your own secure app and your own community and your own cryptos, devs, you know, trying to free people, get people rich?
Pretty much, you know, what's going to end up happening is in the near future, we're going to have a synergy of YouTube, Twitter, and, you know, a more secure type of WhatsApp, you know, because it's encrypted. You can't screenshot, you can't extract data. But we're going to have it to where, you know, admins and content creators could generate revenue of their own through the application and also live stream content through the application. So, you know, these are just certain things that are coming in the future, you know. So I always try to tell my people to be patient with me because, you know, Facebook came out in 2004. I came out in 2023. And for what we have in just a year, you take a look at how Facebook looked when it started. MYC has started way more beautiful looking. It functions a lot better. But again, like, you know, Facebook started in 2004, Snapchat started in 2011. You know, you take a look at Telegram or WhatsApp, Discord. All of these are multi-billion-dollar companies in the making, and that's what OddApp will be in the future. You know, we're going to continue growing, but in order to grow, you know, we need to help other people make money too. So, you know, although the app right now is more centralized, catered to the revenue going to me, right? Once I develop it further and I could get it to where it's more complex, where we could take care of other administrators that want to generate income on the application, we're going to get that done, but also give them a better safe haven to produce and go live stream. So, you know, that's all coming in the near future. It's just time. That's all.
Oh, and oh my gosh, that's so inspirational, man. I love that. It's limitless, really. And my mindset has been for many years. I do not like complaining. I don't like those who complain. And it's like, oh, can you believe Instagram did this to these people? Can you believe YouTube? Can you believe WhatsApp? It's like, why complain? How about don't use their stuff, make your own thing, or get with someone who has made their own thing, and you like create your own solutions to and starve the beast, remove your energy. So that's why Dion, I love what you're saying right now, and It align. It's like you don't like music, get with the homies and make your own music. You don't like the movies, don't watch them. You know, so this you're basically making a potentially new social media app, and it's underground, and everyone knows that I love the underground.
And what's nice is it's going to cater specifically to crypto. You know, like WhatsApp and Telegram and YouTube. Like, it's everything, all different types of topics. Odd App is just crypto. You know, and this is going to be the best part about it. You know, we're going to grow in this emerging economy, and everyone's going to want to talk about the next big thing. This is it. You know, we want to continue to keep that focus on just crypto. You know,
it's funny that you mentioned all of that, Ronin. You guys know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I love anime. I love anime. And somehow I found out there's these anime rappers out there, bro. These dudes have like 200K or more like followers on YouTube, making bank, bro. Like, so it's like, it goes to show like you can find your own niche out there is basically what I'm saying. Like, to see
what
like
I'm hearing is the three of us, you want to make our own anime rap group? Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing.
Let's do it, bro.
Well,
Let's do it, bro. I got bars.
Well, I'm a fan of anime too, and you know, a lot of the marketing techniques I have include, you know, some of my favorite trap music or some of my favorite EDM music, and I lace it over the anime scenes that I put together. Or I don't know if you've seen them, Ruel. Have you seen any of them?
I haven't seen any, but I'm interested.
I'll show you. I'm gonna send you. Well, you know, you could go on Twitter from here, right?
Yeah.
Go to my page on Twitter real quick, and look at this last one that I just did. I got a fun one for you. You like Kanye?
Oh yeah, love Kanye. Love Kanye.
Let me see if I could retweet this or just send it to your. Give me 1 second if I can find it.
And like these dudes are good. Like they good. Like their production and their rhymes are on tier with almost any rapper. We might, after we play your video, I might just go play somebody's video right quick. Fair use.
No, I mean I'm completely in. I mean I like it a lot. Let me see if I can get this damn.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and all right. So go to the front of my page.
Up here. Okay, here.
And
can you see?
You'll go down to Dancing Jesus. He posted a video I made him. Because sometimes I'll make a video. I'll have somebody else post it for me.
Okay, let me. We're wrong one. Here we go.
A little bit lower. That one. Go ahead, click that one. You'll love it.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay. I don't think I have the sound on, so let me come back out and come back in, so everybody can hear it. And we might echo again, guys, but we'll just figure that out when it happens.
So we can just listen to it.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Entire screen. Okay, share. Here we go. And then we're going to go back. Okay, here we go. Let's start from the beginning.
I was trying to let you niggas know, like I'm dying, trying to live, clear the game like I did before. I got the whole game drunk, got them in the yoke. I was sleeping on the bunk, eating sloppy joe. You can tell them from the note, tell them getting dough. I be damned if I don't pull up in a ghost. I done been rented up, been with the stats. I done been leveled up, been had a set. Like I been here before, spin true facts. I done been there before, and I ain't going back.
Let's go. Let's get it done, y'all. Love it.
I like to those videos for our marketing. It was fun.
Here, let me share one for you guys very quick. Okay. There may be some questionable language. I think we've said a couple here, so we I think we're okay because we've said a couple bad words, and we're we're pretty far along in the video here. I like Daddy's Fat Snaps. Definitely check him out. He has some of the funniest, or not funny, but it's just real. It's like hard. It's hard. It's like no Diddy, hard, like for real. Let's see if we can find. Okay, there's one specifically that I want to play for you guys, but it's like find as far as like finding your own lane. As far as what Ronin was saying, like not complaining and going out there and just making it happen, right? Let's play this guy. Fair use. For you Jujutsu Kaisen fans.
King of the worship, spit in your face, it's why I'm the worst. Live in the verbs, so king of the curses, king of the worms, you king on the surface, king of the. Whenever you urge it, that's what you earn. The king of the hearses, king of the clowns, you king of the circus, king of the. I should be worshipped. Whoa, show me your worst hit go. 9 mil to a turret. Oh, spine chill when the turret roll. Malevolent shrine, if you thinking that you can hurt the goat. Heard that you taking the crown, it's something I've heard before. Grave danger, pull the chain of your pacemaker. Money talks, so I waste paper. I lay the waste if you waste patience. Play drum, but I stay status. You God hunt, but I slay saviors. Bring it down to hell, play spaces. We trade blows and I trade places. That grave waiting like, hey, tap dance like your great. So sad I can't hold back, nigga. Toe tag when I play. Should've stayed out the way. Now your place it ain't say. Now your brain on the pavement, maybe next time you do what I say. Just turn love on grave. Strangers I match, I forgot how much fingers I ate. Do what I say. There's no escape. Leaving your head run, I'm sending you straight to the gates. Visual genius, chop it, clean it, pop it, bleed it. You want to just give me a reason. But if it feel like bleeding, you just be rolling the dice, scheming. I can't fuck with no vice, squeaking. You pay the ultimate price in pieces. Sukuna, Sakuna, they strike but they fail at all, Lacuna. Much out of my hair, a hallelujah. No, none of my hair, I call the Buddha. Wrong way on my hair, I call the Lucifer. Judge, jury, executioner. Blood dripping from your jugular thug. Bitch, I've been a hooligan. All of you scared, you prepare for the future, but I'm here to tell you the future is now. All of you talking, you grinding your teeth, so it's fair that you losers got room for the crown. Every road is a fork and it's leading to me, bitch. I'm taking a spoon at your mouth and I'm hearing you talking, but everything ain't in the key. If you're told, I'm toting you out. Land one here. We can call it quits. Land one here. You take all of it. Land one here. You can call me bitch. Land one here. You ain't shit. Hey, tap dance and go great. So sad I can't hold.
Okay, y'all can go watch the rest of it. And if y'all know the whole Jujutsu Kaisen like story, that whole land one hit part it just lands so hard.
Well, when the echo goes away, I got.
Echo. Okay.
And this
That's
happened
my Lambo.
on accident, so.
My Lambo playlist. That is going on my future Lambo playlist.
So,
We're good now.
yeah. We're good. So,
Okay.
Have you guys ever heard of like Little Pump?
Yeah, he's pretty famous, right? He's pretty popular.
Yeah. Well, his best friend, is another famous guy that came out around the time that he came out with XX Tentacion and all that. But his name's Smoke Perp. And he dropped a coin called Perp, P-U-R-P-P, on Solana. And the team he was working with, they fucked him over at 300K market cap. And I happen to be a big fan of Smoke Perp, and I liked his music and stuff like that, right?
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he's really good. He's good. I like him. And I go in and I saw what happened, so I was like, well, I'll donate. I donated like 15 grand at the time to reestablish the marketplace and burn. I think I burned about 18% of the supply. So the supply now is like 660 million coin cap. But anyways, I ended up donating 15,000, and I retained some percentage for marketing and all that stuff. And I ended up touching base with them. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm known in this space. I'm doxxed. Should be working with people like us, you know? So we ended up putting together, we're working together now. So I'm going to be managing his project so I could help him out. And
nice, bro. Nice.
And you know, total amount burn now is worth over 36,000. But what was funny about the whole thing is because I'm helping him out, you know, I'm gonna be going to South Beach, Miami to go meet with them next week. So I'm gonna do content with Smoke Perp, and then apparently,
bro, that's sweet.
Yeah. So no, here it gets funnier. So apparently, I didn't know this. I thought they were just telling me just to say it, but you know, he was like, "Hey, I want you to meet Travis Scott," and I'm like, "Oh, sure." He's like one of your friends. He's like, "Yeah, he's a real good friend of mine." And I was like, "Oh, okay, great." You know, so they want me to go fly out to Los Angeles to meet Travis Scott, and I didn't know, but Travis Scott is actually who signed Smoke Perp. So you know, so now I'm gonna go over there. So I'm going to be going to South Beach next week to meet them and talk about how to manage this. And then sometime after that, I'm going to schedule to go meet Travis, and then maybe we'll do a project.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, man.
So you know, I try to do as much as I can, you know, between different project owners and try to help. And you know, and what's funny is a lot of people don't know that about me. I've donated to a lot of projects, you know, where I don't make any money. I just reestablish the market and make it a clean marketplace, and you know, revamp and help.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna go out there, and then we'll do some content, and we'll get some new songs out there. And we'll see what happens, man. You never know, man. Maybe we might have Travis Scott on here one day.
Bro, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Guys, we're in such a new territory with this new technology. If you have the skills and the integrity, because people want to trust you, and also the ability to come through with a quote unquote blockchain project, Travis Scott might be like, what do you want me to do? Call some guy in India that I don't know, or Romania or something? Or there's this guy, you know, Dion in Florida. My man Perp says he's cool, and I want to do a project. Let me holler. You know what I'm saying? Like, got the opportunities, the preparation meets opportunity. Guys, you should have been preparing for years now. And when these opportunities arise, you know what I'm saying? And this is massive love, Dion, for that. And you're gonna you're limitless, you're unstoppable, you're incredibly powerful, and it's incredible. But also everyone listening is also, you know what I mean? They are also, but you have to like put in
out there. It's fun, and always just try to help people, you know. You guys should watch the video, man. Go to my YouTube channel and go to just the regular videos I uploaded when he like shouted us out. It was pretty cool. BitBoy shouted us out recently too. You saw that? We got on.
I saw you on his channel with another creator.
Yeah, Crypto Johnny. I just got through going on with him.
And when you get a new jacket, make sure it has long coat, lots of coattails. We're riding your coattails, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, no, all day, man. No, for real, man. I'm never gonna see. You know, one thing that's cool about me is, you know, it doesn't matter where we go or how big I get. I'm always gonna play with the people that played with me at the beginning. You know, there's a lot of people in the crypto sector that they got fame too much in their head versus building. You know,
oh yeah,
they don't want to do nothing with anybody. You know, go to the regular videos, not the lives. Go to that one, top left.
There we go. Okay, let's play it.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I got the sound off again. Hold on, let me. It's
actually a funny video too. He's goofy. He's kind of a goofy guy.
And I just found out about this guy. Someone told me about him at work.
He's good. Like,
it's funny. He came up today. Okay, let me see. Entire screen. Okay, and we're here. Time screen share. Okay, and back to here we go. Okay.
What up, y'all? This is Smoke Perp, and we back in this bitch with a brand new all-star team. Listen, we're collabing with the sector. Shout out to MYC for supporting us and squatting with us. You know, shout out to our community. I would never fail y'all. And just to celebrate, you know, we got a whole bunch of new content coming out. And shit, cut it. Shout out to our community, man. We're going crazy. Listen, I will never ever fail y'all. And just to show y'all the rebirth, we got a bunch of new content coming. And to show y'all how real this project is, we burned 161 million tokens. That's 30 racks to the cause of us going higher. All right, man, listen. Join the social groups, join the Telegram, get the updates. We in this bitch.
Yeah. I'm in Miami with a stripper. If she swallow this bitch up, then I might keep her. Nigga don't say a word, but he the reaper. I got dirty money sitting in the laundromat. Dirty money look on my waist, got an AR on my back. They try to take me out, I tell a target on my face. Order 50 for my lawyer, bitch, I better be that case. Bitch, I'm straight up out of day. We can shoot this bitch out and shoot the face.
Isn't that sick? Oh.
It is. I'm already.
Man, that was fun, man. No, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. And you know, the bull cycle just started, so we'll have a lot of fun. I'm ready to ride out. You know, I think we killed this one. An hour and a half, man. We always get the best convos. We really do.
Yes, we do, and even got into Smoke Perp. That's cool, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. I know you always make sure you come over here and collab with us. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys. Whatever I could. You guys are out in California, right?
I'm in Arizona.
I'm in Georgia. Okay. I'm in Georgia. I know where Florida's at. I know how to get to Florida.
All right. Well, no. Well, I rather do some events over there where you guys are at. I just got to coming back from Arizona. I went to Phoenix, and I stayed in a pretty nice place in the mountains. It was just like for vacation.
Nice,
but I would like to get an event done in Atlanta. I wouldn't mind doing one in Arizona either. We have a lot of whales in Atlanta, but it'd be really cool to go out there though.
Yeah, let me know. I'll definitely come over. You know, get a ticket, meet up with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is my
I don't charge anybody nothing. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be throwing this badass party. Come through, you know. You should have seen. I just did one in San Diego, man. I did a 80-foot yacht for our people. We had a party out there. That was fun.
Yo, that's awesome, man. Dion, I want to be like you when I grow up, man. You're crushing right now, man.
In like 6 months. In 6 months, you'll be right there. Because we're pretty close. We're pretty close to that bull market money coming. So.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean, I just want to share. This was fun. I mean, for those that have ever crossed me and across my YouTube channel or anything, just know that you guys know I've been on my best behavior this evening because you know I like to get into the weird. I believe that there's nothing wrong with a mystic shaman in a Bugatti. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, in my sandals. Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? So my message has always been for self-empowerment. You guys if you spend the time, you can learn these things. I'm so deep in DeFi. Again, I want to remind everyone I've returned more stolen funds from scams to people's wallets than the FBI. Just so you know who you're talking to.
Nice.
I can find anyone on the open blockchain and I can put that to Web 2. So it's all love, but I just want to know the ledge. Knowledge is power. use this time to work on yourself. You are loved. You are awesome. Become unstoppable and learn DeFi, which I spell DFY. No one's better than you. Especially the lame, limp, wristed lizard, classless. Do you think Bill Gates is better than you? Are you kidding me? You know how awesome you are? Look at Dion right here. This is why I love these examples. Making his own app. Travis Scott, to me, I'm like, Travis Scott, you're lucky you met Dion. He's going to do your crypt blockchain. You're welcome. You know what I mean? So if you just look in the mirror and know that you can do this, man, and then don't listen to anyone. You're your own financial advisor. You're your own guru. You're your own health and everything. You know what I'm saying? Do your push-ups, get this materialism, and crush in this realm. And that's, so gratitude, peace, and harmony. We're gonna get this, man. So just want to share that. Just want to send it out there. And yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, Ruel, for having us, and we'll do it again shortly.
For sure, bro. For sure, bro. Thanks so much for everyone who came through. Thanks for all the guys that we have over there on X. If you felt like we earned a subscription, come over to our respective channels and like and subscribe. All right. Thanks so much, guys. We're out of here.